Hey Mavo, how are you? Thanks for having a chat. My career, mate, it could be brief. In fact, it was quite brief. I started out, came from St Greg's at Campbelltown, joined the Roosters to begin with, and then played a couple of years at the Roosters, and then went over to South and had 3 years at South. Had a year at the Bears, North Sydney Bears, then over to the London Broncos, and then back to the Bulldogs actually. Didn't play much of the Bulldogs. I had a shoulder reco and that was it for me.
Right. Well, that's not too brief. You're a bit of a journeyman.
Mate, I was very persistent, eh? I was just persistent.
We'll take it back. So where'd you play your junior footy?
I grew up on the Central Coast.
Right.
So my first club was the Entrance Tigers.
Yep.
And then went to St Edward's at East Gosford, and a few boys have come out of St Eddie's at East Gosford, and then went down to St Greg's for the final 2 years of my schooling, year 11 and 12.
That's a good footy school, St Greg's, yeah?
Mate, it was brilliant. It was a brilliant school, first and foremost, and yeah, it was great for footy. Boarding school environment where everyone was onto it. Yeah.
You said you were at the Roosters, but how did you? We won't worry about that. How'd you end up at South?
Mate, I ended up at South. I played state 19s for a couple of years when I was at the Roosters, and there was the Rabbits were really keen to get me over, and I guess really keen to test myself as much as I could. So Frank Curry was coach at the time, and I went and met him one day, and I liked him, and we got on really well, and mate, that was it. I just took up the challenge really.
Was it at South that you made your NRL debut?
It was. I played a fair bit of reserve grade at the Roosters, and as I said, had a couple of rep junior games and stuff like that. So, but yeah, played at South, played a couple of World Cup sevens and charity shields and all that sort of stuff, and got to start in first grade.
And what year was that? And what do you remember about your debut?
Well, mate, it was 1992.
Yep.
And I remember Peter Jackson, rest in peace. I remember Peter Jackson's forearm splitting my head open. That's what I remember. I remember coming off the field after my first touch to get some stitches. But I was in, tough induction, but memorable.
And what about your first try?
Um,
Can you remember that?
Yeah, mate, I didn't score that many, unfortunately. More a reflection on me than the blokes around me, I think. But I remember scoring a couple of good tries. I scored a couple of length of the field, and I scored one off a tap under the goalpost, where I just ran up and took the tap, and everyone moved out of my way, and I just ran straight through.
Nice.
So there were some really good memories there.
So now we're here. You're helping out the great Kel O'Brien, the Bear, with the Mats boys.
Yeah. It's been really great. I've got 3 boys myself, so I've always coached footy teams, pretty much for the last decade. I got an opportunity to coach here with Kel O'Brien and the Mats, and I'm still learning. So I'm learning a lot, and I love being around the boys and being able to give them, share my experiences and my advice with them for their individual position-specific stuff.
Coaching's hard because just because you played footy doesn't mean you can be a coach.
Yeah.
How are you finding it, and what sort of things do you tell the boys?
Yeah. As I said, first and foremost, I'm a father with 3 boys, so I think that helps with this age group. I've also really studied the game and watched a lot of footy and been coaching for a little while. So I try and I leave Kel to run the show, and as I said, I'm just trying to help with position-specific stuff where I see guys maybe not carrying like they should or not being in the right position where they should be. Is just try and increase their contribution to the team, because particularly at this level, if we've got a team, a team that's playing together, we're gonna hopefully go pretty deep into the competition.
Have I seen you riding horses?
Yeah, I do a charity horse ride coming up again. So I'm involved with a couple of the Kids Foundation.
Give them a plug.
Yeah, so the Kids Foundation been going for over 30 years, and it basically steps in after someone's had a major incident or accident, and a lot of kids have suffered burns, and unfortunately, rehabilitation for these kids is a lifelong endure. They've got to endure it for forever. So, the Kids Foundation steps in when everyone else sort of knocks off, and we provide some experience of the kids that they wouldn't otherwise get, and one of those is equine therapy and riding horses, which helps build their self-esteem and their confidence and their camaraderie between other kids who have gone through tough times as well too.
Oh, it's a good thing. And when my missus saw you ride horses, she said, "Ask him about that." So I have.
Yeah.
Because she loves them too.
It's good fun. I'm looking forward. I've got a horse Perfecto, and he's perfect, and I'm looking forward to get back on him for another ride.
Unreal, mate. Good luck for the season. We'll check back in a bit later.
Thanks, Mavo.
Thanks, Johnny.